Hey, welcome to the Basement Jams podcast. This is our first video podcast. I'm here with JayBee. This is my buddy.
Santa Protege, aka Down Syndrome T-Rex, aka Penguin Joe.
There you go. Here to talk about JayBee. So, JayBee, introduce yourself.
I'm JB. Shit. I don't know this cat a long fucking time.
Long time.
Yeah, long time.
Middle school and shit.
Yeah, we were younger. He used to save me from his dogs.
Mid-air choke.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was a ninja move by you. But I do a lot of local music at this moment. I talk about my life. I don't do that mumble rap bullshit. We do real hip hop, man. You know, it has a story, it has a meaning. It has me. I've been through a lot of shit. Done some time, but you know, it's all about progress and making yourself better for me, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to portray. Is that as hard as shit can be, you know what I mean? You can always do better for yourself. You can always move on up, and there's another side, you know. You don't have to stay in the dark and shit all the time.
True story. I like the dark though.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I roll
Nobody's
too,
there.
you know.
Nobody's there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sleep with the nightlight. You're not
Sleep with the nightlight. He's from Canada.
That's awesome. Oh man. So you got your album. You did it.
I do.
Set it up. You got
Dangerous Thoughts. Yeah,
17 tracks.
I believe. Yeah.
32 tracks.
Yeah.
It keeps getting long.
Nah, I had a lot of. I did have a lot, but now we cut it down. I am planning on putting some bonus tracks on there, but we want to see when we get into all that. It's pretty dope.
17 more bonus tracks.
17 more bonus tracks.
I ain't doing quite that many. I do have a few tracks with some of the local guys. You know, Blackrose, of course, Town, Texas, Chopper Lock and then Flip the Script. You know, Cryptic Mind. So I do have some songs with them, but it's their songs that I'm just featured on. I do work with quite a few other fellas. You know, I got quite a few features on my album. You know, I got my boy Epiphany. You know, my homeboy Artwork. They're both really good artists, talented cats.
So, I really, man, your music came out of nowhere. I've known you've always been rapping. You've always been into that. And one thing that's always been crazy about you, yeah, you crazy freestyle, but there's always some new music. And you'd be like, hey, you heard about this yet? No, let me hear it. Because JB's telling you something's cool. You can check it out.
Yeah, like
Little
Joyner
Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, man, that
All
cat.
kinds of stuff, man.
He came out of left field for me, man. Honestly, I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw this video, man, and it was Ross Caparini, I believe, and I remember hearing about an actual guy with that name that had been shot, you know, by one of his friends and shit. And I was interested, so I actually watched it, and I was like, damn, man, was he like part of this story? And then, you know, I looked into it, and he actually had nothing to do with it. He doesn't even live there, but he took that whole story and made it into a fucking song, and it's just, the picture he painted is just immaculate. I mean, you've seen the video, like, and that kind of shit, man, yeah, I dig that. I dig that shit so much. Just like, you know, some of the greats like Nas, man, like, it's just the way it's just fucking amazing. But I try to stay into a lot of music. We're in Abilene, so that's a fucking plane. We've got the, you know, Air Force Base right over there. It happens. I'm glad we got that, captured some of the, you know, of home right there in this podcast.
The sounds of Abilene.
Yeah, sounds of Abilene, for real.
Planes, trains,
crackheads, yeah. White rednecks.
Good old Abilene, Texas.
Robert Baker.
Yeah, Robert Baker.
Man, I love that. Hearing you shout out my brother on 2 different tracks, that was awesome.
I did, man, and you know, honestly, you know, there's a lot of people salty that I didn't shout them out. But
Oh, come on.
there was a lot of people, man. I wasn't even talking about you.
Oh,
but
no, I meant, come on, if you're salty, somebody didn't shout you out.
yeah, but they have to
You're not
understand.
in the mindset of that track.
For those tracks though, you know, I was talking about the people that literally pushed my music for me. Like, JB, you need to go make a song. JB, check out this beat. JB,
Robert
here's
has
a... Yeah, you know, Robert's always pushed me, and Eddie's always pushed me. You know, so the reason I shouted them out was because for those particular tracks, they were actually the ones that encouraged me to do those tracks. You know, it's not that I don't love my other friends or don't have, you know, that they didn't inspire me or nothing. It's just that at that time, those are the people that were literally pushing me and telling me every day, hey, go do this. Or they were talking to other people. Like Robert had that one neighbor that was doing music, whatever the fuck, I ain't even gonna say his name because fuck that cocksucker. He gonna try to tell me I'm good enough and then not talk to me. That nigga suck a dick. But anyway, but like that, like Robert would always be like, hey, check out JayBee, listen to this track, tell me what you think, you know what I mean? And that's pretty dope. And then he hooked me up with Clayton, you know, and Myers Music Management, and you know, I've been sitting on that, seeing where this is gonna go, you know. I mean, from my end, I just want to do more. I'm anxious, you know. I'm hungry.
You got, man, that is in you. That's always been in you.
Yeah.
And I just remember last time, right when you just got started recording, you had, what was it, 4 fucking notebooks of music written
Yeah,
down there, and
about-
just going through them. I was like, this one's awesome. And then you went and you made that track.
Yeah, I made that song. Yeah. Yeah, I actually did. I forgot about it. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
It was pretty awesome. There's just so much music there. What is your thought process when you're writing? Are you writing to a sound, or are you just writing?
Really, most of my songs don't start as beats. I mean, I've had a few beats where I hear the beat and immediately I'm like, oh, I gotta write something to that. And I will, but most of the time I'm sitting down and I'll have a situation or something I'm thinking about and I'll just start writing, you know what I mean? And then it comes out and then, you know, I'll go over to Chopper Lock, you know, because he's got the beats, you know what I'm just saying? He's got some live ass beats. Or sometimes I'll just sing the song and he'll build the beat while I'm singing the song. You know what I mean? Which that's pretty dope to watch Chop in action and do that, bro. Like,
I'd love to check that out.
yeah,
Gotta get him on here.
more than half my tracks he actually built those beats from scratch while I'm doing my chorus over and over. Yeah, we gotta get him over one of these days because he's really talented, man. A true engineer, a genius at that shit. But yeah, for real it is though. I mean, I gotta give him props. I mean, credit to him. You know, check him out. He's got a lot of shit on YouTube too. You know, just check out Josh Chopper-Lock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of my songs, they really just start. It's just something meaningful to me, and I'm thinking about it, and I'll write it down, and I'll go to Chop, and I'm like, all right, Chop, look, this is what I want to do, and I'll start singing it. A lot of my songs end up changing a little bit though. Like from whatever I originally write, normally the lyrics tend to change a little bit depending on what the beat is. But then sometimes I write to the beat. So I mean, it's crazy, man. I do music so many different ways, man. Like I've had freestyles that became songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my intro was an actual freestyle. If my life was a picture, and that became a fucking track. You know what I'm saying? So
Cool.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Like that came together really fast.
It really
Out of your own
did.
pocket, and you were just dedicated to that.
I did, man. In the end, you know what? I did fuck off a little bit, but it's something I've wanted, you know. And I finally got a little bit of opportunity. I dropped everything and just ran with it. And I've done several shows. I mean, you know, I've had probably done about 5-6 shows, and it's all been pretty dope, bro. Like I love it. I love being on stage. I love people shouting. I love the disbelief when they look at me and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then they hear my music.
Open your mouth.
Oh, bro. Yeah, when I start getting it, and you see the fucking chicks and shit, they're all like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, bitches, you know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
something about you. You've got charisma.
Yeah,
out of
dude.
nowhere, man. You're just sitting there. You're at somebody else's show, or you're just at a freaking restaurant, and you're just talking. And you've got a crowd around you, and people are just looking at you. When you're just fucking crazy.
I do that. I did do that, yeah. Like the last show we were at. She was like, oh, you got a beard. And I'm like, hell yeah, it's
I got more
majestic.
America.
America. Yeah, it's like the Statue of Liberty give a bald eagle a hand job. Majestic, motherfucker.
And you remembered.
I did remember. I told you I was going to do it. I was going to do it.
Yes.
No, I do, man. But I've always been that type of person that's, it's not necessarily center of attention, but I am loud and outgoing. You know what I mean? I'm out there. Like, yeah, you've seen me, us in public, man. People are, JayBee, what's up? What's up, motherfucker, you know?
Right.
But we did used to party a lot. We've met a lot of people. I know you also know a lot of people, too.
Yeah.
You got a lot of these bands that I didn't even know, and they're like, Josh. And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers know Josh? Some bullshit. I don't want to rap it out here.
One in every 8 people.
Yeah, every 8 people.
Yeah. That's a trip.
Yeah, life's crazy, man. You never know who you're going to meet. I would say, though, if I could meet anybody, I'd want it to be, like, probably Zero. I would love to do a track with him, or definitely Joyner, like Joyner off the muscle.
That'd be awesome.
Out of all the new rappers, I think I have to give it to Joyner. I think he's one of the best. He's gonna be a legend, man, dude. As long as he don't sell out, he's gonna be a fucking legend, man. Yeah, Sriracha. Yeah, you better go listen to Sriracha. Man, ain't that
all of Joyner Lucas.
Yeah,
Fuck,
just
I gotta do buy me a mansion.
yeah. Fuck with me the long way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I dig that shit. Mansion though, Mansion got me really
Yeah,
hooked.
Robert.
Mansion go hard.
Yeah, Mansion.
Every
that's
day I
the
go
one.
over there to my brother's house. He's just got that on his phone. He's jamming.
And you know what? That's what's crazy too, is that I haven't even released the album. I mean, there's a few of y'all I have got the album because y'all are my friends and I trust y'all. And man, some of my friends will pull up and I'll hear my music. And I mean, when you see your friends singing along to your shit, like, man, there's no feeling for it. So I can only imagine what it's like being that big and seeing random people just jamming you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait for that. That'd be dope.
That'd be pretty cool. I'll tell you right now, once I got the album from him, it hasn't come out of my truck. It's still in there right now. I turn it on, hit CD.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Track
A lot of my friends. Is that your favorite? 12.
Like the last half of the CD, it's like the way you lined it up. You've got the softer stuff that people are probably gonna listen to more at the beginning, and then the last fucking half of that CD just goes hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I like about CD too wasn't like quality over quantity. It was just good all around.
Good
all
quantity
the way through.
and a whole bunch of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
good
a shitload
quality
of
and a
it.
bunch of it. Yeah.
Just bar after bar after bar.
Well, that's what I aimed for, man. I wasn't trying to oversaturate nothing. I didn't want to. I wanted to give the world me. You know what I mean? What I do, the shit that I like. You know, my style. So that's what I did. Number 14, huh? That's the shit. Everybody else loves like number 2 and 3 the most. Like everybody just loves those two fucking
And I
tracks.
can see why. They're really good.
Yeah.
And like I got into the very beginning of the CD because all I'd heard prior to that was when you put one track out at a time, you'd send it to me and
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. But as I got the actual CD and got to hear everything I hadn't heard yet, I was just like, this shit's getting harder and harder. That is fucking badass.
Well, that's one of the things I did with my CD is each track's actually set to lead to the next one. It's almost a story, you know what I mean? So you catch where I'm a little bit like I'm so almost depressed at the beginning of that CD because, you know, my life is shit. Like Life is a Picture says almost the whole thing. Then there's 2 a.m., you know, I'm sitting here dealing with all this shit, you know. I'm thinking about my friends I've lost, you know, rest in peace to Matt Griffin, you know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucker right there. And then it leads into, you know, prayer where I'm like, dang God, you know, I know my life is fucked up and I want to change it, but I think I'm stuck in this, you know what I mean? And then it continues so on and so forth to each step, each stage, you know, the whole CD goes that way, and I love it, bro. I can't wait to do like music videos and shit,
Right, yeah.
so they can see
Pretty
the
excited about
evolution
that.
of the CD.
Like
Yeah,
you start having a better time.
yeah.
You start getting more aggressive. Then
Then
you
you
start
get to-
defending yourself.
Then you get to kill a
And
weed.
then you're just not giving
Yeah.
a fuck about
Yeah.
it. It's like, fuck you, it's all good.
And
I
at
love
the very,
my life. I
at,
live for
at
this.
the very end, look at me now. You know what I
Look
mean?
at me now, yeah.
Yeah,
That is
that's
a fucking good track.
yeah. Look at me now, look at me now. Yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit right there. That was actually one of the funnest tracks I actually did out of all my tracks. Look at Me Now had so much energy, and we had, like, I wish we had you there for behind the scenes while we were
that
making
would've
it.
been really cool.
Like, oh, dude, like, we had so much fun in the studio, me and Epiphany and Cryptic. Like, dude, it was really cool, man. It was like a brotherhood there. Yeah, it's just hard to even explain. It's like me, you, and Robert hanging out. Like, you know,
Oh,
the bond we
yeah.
have. Like, dude, it was just badass. We're drinking beer, we're making this music, and it was just coming out, you know?
That's what it is, man. Family, you get the best times when you're around people that are like family.
Yeah,
You can't go wrong there.
yeah.
Now, we were talking about that one track the other day that wasn't yours, you did it for somebody else. Tell that story again, sounds good story.
Oh, you talking about artwork?
Artwork.
The, Scared is the name of the track. Scared. It's on Elevated Thoughts with artwork. He does have a SoundCloud. I think it's Creative Artist Artwork is his SoundCloud. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up again. Sorry for fucking that up, but
We'll put the link in the description.
It is on there. I downloaded it the other day. It's a free download on it.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
Well, Yeah, but
Awesome, mostly.
I mean, nah, man. The way I met him, it was crazy because I rap. Y'all all know I've rapped for a long time. You know, I normally we just show up to parties and freestyle battle people and shit. You know, and it's fun and games. But my buddy had ended up having these guys move in, and they were big into music. They were with creative artists or something. Um, and I was invited over to one of the parties, and while I was over there, they were like, JB, you gotta meet this guy, Artwork and Jay. Like, these guys, they got some good shit or whatever, and they're fucking with music, and we want you to fuck with them. And I was like, all right. So I ended up going over there, and, you know, I was talking to the cats, and they were asking me about my music, and Jay asked me if I freestyled. And I was like, shit, but what do you got? You know, I ended up slaying him, and he didn't even want to freestyle with me. And then, Artwork, actually, he came out there and laid some shit down, and I was like, damn, all right then. Man, we just clicked after that, man. Like, and Artwork was there with me when my buddy Eddie Hire killed himself. You know, Artwork stood by my side, you know, he kept me drunk and, you know, distracted. So, I mean, I got a lot of love for that cat, and I mean, I think he's in Virginia, and he's doing his thing too. He's out there dropping mixtapes and stuff, man, and he's a real talented artist. I got to give him a lot of love and credit. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have even started none of this if it weren't for him. If he hadn't sent me that first track, I'd have never met Chop. I'd have never been recording. So, I mean, props to Artwork for that, man.
Shout out to Artwork. Thank you, man.
He did. He got this whole ball rolling, man.
That's cool. So, let's talk about some of the other guys that you've worked with. How about the experiences with them?
As far as the whole Blackrose family, like, this is what we are. We really are a family, you know what I mean? Like, it's always fun when the guys get together, you know, when it's me, Prime, J-Raw, you know, Flip Script, Little J, and Chop. Like, man, we just have a blast, man. When we hang out, it's all fun. It's not even work, man. We're just doing what we enjoy, you know? As far as some of the other guys, Piff is pretty much one of the family too, man. I met him outside of Chelsea's. There were some people freestyling, man, and I just got off work. I was tired, and one of the guys sucked a lot, so I just started ripping him. And then Piffany jumped in, and he started ripping, and I was like, oh, okay, motherfucker. So we were both freestyling and shit, and then I got cool with him, got his number, we ended up linking up, and then he's on 2 of my tracks, so, which he's at Look at Me Now, and, it's not Fake Help. Fake Help's with Artwork. It's Look at Me Now, and, oh shit, I can't even think of the fucking name of my track right now. That's pretty fucking terrible. And Who Asked You? No, not Who Asked You. No, it's not. It's No More. My bad. No More.
Gotcha. No more.
Yeah, No More.
So how much thought goes in the naming of yourself?
Honestly, a lot of these names have been there a long time, but I never really think of the names, you know what I mean? Because it's just something I do. I don't ever read the name when I'm recording. I'm reading my lyrics, you know, I'm doing my lyrics. I don't know. And sometimes, honestly, I've changed some of the names from what they were at one point to something else that just catches it more. So it's hard to remember at times because I'll think of the first name I made for something that's actually a name of a different song now. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. Trying to remember everything, but I remember all the lyrics though, so I guess that's what matters.
Like, okay, I know this beat. Okay, I know where we're going.
Yeah, they'll be like, this song, and I'm like, wait, this is the, oh, fuck it. All right.
whatever, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking about music videos earlier. Are you planning to put out some music videos?
I am planning. I want to do music videos for sure. It's just got to be right though. I don't want to. I mean, there's a lot of local artists, and I'm not saying their shit sloppy. I don't want people to get mad or offended. If you do, fuck off anyway. I don't care. You come see me. But honestly, I don't want a rush thing. I don't want something where I'm just standing in one place and I'm just talking. Like, I want my videos to have content to them. I want you to understand the feelings behind my lyrics, you know what I mean? Like at 2 a.m. when I'm sitting alone and shit, I want you to actually see me in a room, bottles of liquor, you know what I mean? Me drinking, thinking of myself and shit, you know? I want y'all to see those emotions. I don't want to just be standing out in a place that you know is Abilene and that's it. You know what I mean? There's no content to that. Yeah, that's cool, but I want people to understand my songs, like Joyner's videos. You know what I mean? You watch that video and you feel it though. You know what I mean? As you watch the video, you could feel those emotions. You're like, damn, man, you feel bad. Like, I'm sorry. Oh my God, that music video fucked me up, bro. It really did. I mean, like I said, my friend Eddie Hires killed himself, so like that shit really fucked me up when I watched that video. But that's what I want. I want those kind of things. I don't want just my lyrics to be emotional. I want you to see the visual emotion too. You know, I want that to be captured as well. So I gotta wait for that. Till Josh gets his shit right. You know?
You gotta wait for them. We just gotta sit down, make a plan.
Plan it, yeah,
That's
definitely.
what we gotta do.
And I'm all for that too. And a lot of guys are down also. So hopefully we can get working on that pretty soon too.
Any more stuff you're gonna be working on, or you just got this for now?
I am actually, as soon as I finish this album, I started working on my second one. It's going to be Calculated Actions. And I have been working on it. I haven't recorded anything. It's all been pen and paper, you know what I mean, and thoughts, and just dealing with all the shit I deal with, you know. So, I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to deliver again. I'm going to take my time with it, make sure everything's right. It's gonna be good. But yes, there will be another album for sure.
You got any other features in mind on that one? I got a couple good ideas.
I would love to listen to that, but I think on this one, because I do have a lot of features on my first album, I do, man. But I was showing a lot of love. A lot of these guys I fuck with are great. You know what I mean? They have good content, good shit. So I kind of wanted to show love to them and put Abilene on the map to show that we got some good talent out here. You know what I mean? I mean, they got me, you know, but like I just want to show some love to them too. But I think my next album, I want to do I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna have any features, but I'm gonna do a whole lot of me on this album.
You should do a whole lot of you.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
A couple people I would like to see you work with. Pablo, Picasso.
Yeah, you were showing me that guy the other day. He's pretty dope, man. I liked what you showed me.
Yeah.
So
I would come up with some good stuff.
I would definitely have to chop it up. I mean, I'm down. I'm down if you ever want to come over and chop it up. We could talk it, you know.
You're hearing this, Pablo. Pablo PT.
The other one I'd like is Ominous.
Ominous, man, I like Ominous. Ominous
cool.
he's a pretty dope guy. I've met him. I performed at his show twice, you know. He keeps telling me he wanted to do music with me, but, you know, we ain't done it yet. And he did link up with a couple of my guys, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's made a couple of tracks.
Like adjacent to each other with that.
Yeah, I think he made a couple tracks with Cryptic.
Knock out a single.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down to work with Ominous. Ominous is good, man. He's got dope-ass shit. He delivers. He's got the coolest voice in the fucking world.
Right.
He really, like, I used to think, man, when I first saw this video and I hadn't met him, I was like, there's no way he sounds like that. He sounds like Bum B, you know what I mean? He's got that,
talking, you're like,
that
oh,
deep
damn.
tone. Yeah, then I met him while he was giving us tickets for the first show, and he was like, hey, I was like, God damn, that
Really
motherfucker
does
he
sound like
got a good voice, dude. That's the type of shit tell you bedtime stories or something. That fucking Morgan Freeman shit, you know.
I'll call you when I'm tired.
Yeah, it just sounds good, though. He's got a good voice, man. You don't expect it. You don't expect it, to be honest.
And another thing that I like about him that I think will go great with y'all is very emotional, real experiences. In
Yeah.
Music. He's living what he's doing.
Definitely, and that's the only reason I really liked his shit. You know, I don't like a whole lot of people. You know, I mean, you know that there's a lot of people I've said, nah, not for me. You know, but when I actually heard his shit, I was impressed. I was like, dude, that shit's dope, man.
Yeah, well, were we sitting at Robert's kitchen table?
I think so.
My kitchen table?
Yeah,
At Robert's house?
yeah, your kitchen table at Roberts. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That one is too high for short people.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Fuck that table.
Yeah, fuck that table.
Seriously? No.
Yeah, definitely. And there's the train. We caught the train too. We got a plane and a train.
Trains.
Damn.
Train.
The cars rolling.
Yeah.
We got it all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's it. That's the life right there.
Hell yeah.
So I heard you talk about Nas earlier, so like, what was all your influences?
Oh man, Grill rap was my influence, to tell the truth. Like, I mean, you have to give it to Pac first and foremost. Without Pac, a lot of this shit wouldn't even be here. And Ice Cube, you know, they evolved the game so much. And, you know, Scarface is one of my big influences. I love his style, his delivery. I love the interview when he talks about all these mumble rappers destroying the legacy. You know what I mean? That shit's so true. It's so true. Like, I ain't hating them for doing their mumble rap. I'm just hating that you call it a craft, and it's not. You're just taking a hot beat and you're saying turn up 35,000 times, or yeah, because you don't actually have lyrics because you suck. But, I mean, if it sells, that's cool, you know, but don't call it rap, you know what I mean? Don't call it rap. Be your own little fucking genre, you bunch of faggots, and do your own thing that way. That's just my opinion. Like, I loved real artists, Biggie Smalls, you know, you had Bone Thugs, like, they were great influences on me, you know, you had Method Man, fucking Busta Rhymes, dude. Busta Rhymes was so fucking hard, you know, and that's that old school shit for me. Now, I mean, he's the king of rap right now, you know, you gotta give it to that. He's the white boy that killed it all. You know, he really did. No one fucks with him. But I'd have to say, as of now, some of my biggest influences, I really like Zero. I've already said that. I got jams in Zero, man. Like, that shit just touches my soul because I lived that. I've been there, you know what I mean? I know what that's like. Hobson, man. Hobson is sick, dude. Like, Hobson's a big influence on me. I love his style, his delivery, his just rawness, you know. And, of course, Joyner's an influence on me right now. I love Snow the Product, man.
Yeah.
There's no girl in the game. There's no girl in the game killing it like Snow the Product, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw her, I was like, oh, it's just another pretty bitch gonna talk about her ass and her tits. And then I heard that track, The Bet That I Will. Oh, my God, bro. I was like, damn, this bitch is slaying, and I started listening to all her shit, and I would love to work with Snow the Product. She's dope. She's so dope. Hey, you back off, all right?
Hell
Nah,
Just
like,
like paper, rock, scissors.
man, that sucks. She said she'll never be with the rapper. I had to retire my shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's just a side job. I did that for fun.
Yeah, nah, I did that once, girl. I let it go for you.
But
Nah, she is fine, but her talent's undeniable. Honestly, her talent is so nasty, and I've heard her do so many different styles, like from just fast rapping to singing and slow shit, and just all her different styles. She's killed it all, and I love her. I love Snow. Snow's dope.
She just moved to Austin too.
That's awesome. You ever get face to face with Pablo? Ask him how he got a feature from her. That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
You got a feature from Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On his last actual CD he put out, Build the Product.
Oh, I gotta cut him.
I know, he's one lucky motherfucker. I can't stand his ass because of it.
We're not gonna tell you the story though. You gotta hear from Pablo.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
Pablo
dope.
just pisses me off now. That I think about it.
Son of a bitch.
Can't stand that
He's
guy.
like, fuck that guy.
That's why I hated him. I'm just playing.
Let me get one.
Hook it up, Sam.
Yeah, hook it up, Sam.
That was my last one.
It's okay.
Okay. Fucking Little John started that, didn't
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I give it to Lil Jon though.
he?
You
He's more
know,
of a hype man than a.
in a way, he took mumble rap and made it better in our day. I guess he led the way for mumble rap, but his shit was tight
It
though.
was
You know
good.
what I mean? He would say his words clearly, and you know, he would just yell, but it was tight. Like, who
I like
don't remember
to say
Lil
things clearly
Jon?
and yell also.
Crunk juice, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't you? You do rock and roll and shit. So.
Me and Josh had like a 30-minute convo of like where mumble rap started.
We've had a lot of good conversations.
His theories.
Some of them forgot the history.
It might have been. I think that kind of started
And
it.
I was want to see the ass.
Yeah, but even them,
It's
they had talent though, because you could actually hear the words.
Yeah.
Even the Whisper song, you heard all the words. But I did think that led to the mumble rap because the hype beats, the yeah, you know, and all that.
And
It
that's
could
usually
have.
what happens. You start out with somebody that does something innovative.
Real great,
and then
yeah.
you've got 1,000 people copying it and they're not doing a good job.
And that's what's
And then
wrong.
You got people copying them.
I think that's what's wrong with the rap game right now. And honestly, not just rap. That's what's wrong with country. That's what's wrong with rock. Is everyone wants to sound the fucking same.
Right.
Artists used to have unique sounds. Look at Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg had a complete unique sound, and that's why people loved him. Everyone,
Swing it.
yeah, you know, KRS-One. Everyone had different styles, man. And even with country, I can't tell you any country singer It's different from another. You put a song on and say, who is this? I don't know. It sounds like the last 12 guys that just played.
Right.
You know? It's fucking terrible. And, I mean...
Some of my favorite people are people with unique voices.
Yeah.
Ominous the Monster, just
Ominous,
like that.
yeah.
Got that, you know,
Hobson.
Trent Reznor, you know, Phil Anselmo. Just people with very unique voices.
People tell me I sound like SPM and shit.
You sound like JayBee.
I was raised on beans and rice.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Johnny Cash had a very unique voice, that's for sure.
Yellow Wolf and Ritz even. I mean,
Oh, I
they
love
had their
Ritz. You
own-
know what?
Rich has a unique
I should have said Ritz, and I feel terrible I didn't. He is an influence too. Ritz is dope. Your brother introduced me to Ritz.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and
'Cause I
you probably
introduced
introduced him. Yeah, but Ritz, I fucks with some Ritz, man. Ritz goes fucking hard, bro. I do like all his shit. Yellow Wolf, it's 50-50, and I ain't trying to dog him, but either I really like it or I just don't get into it.
Yeah,
It's just the
that's
way with
something
Yellow
about
Wolf for
Yellow
me.
Wolf. To me, I love the fact that he goes and he does a certain type of song, a certain type of sound, and then he'll change it up
Yeah.
on the next album he puts out. But somebody like Ritz, they've got their niche, and they'll go and they'll switch it up, but they're still in their wheelhouse, and it always sounds amazing.
Yeah, it
And
always
Yellow Wolf
delivers.
isn't afraid to get out there,
And
but
try
Ritz
other
isn't afraid
shit.
to just tear it up.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
I definitely fucks with Ritz. Strange music all the way. Like,
For real.
honestly, Tech Nine, Strange music, all the way. I love those guys. I would love to work with almost all of them.
All
Right?
of them are badass.
Stevie
Almost all of them. You know,
Almost, yeah.
Chris Calico, all them. That shit's dope, man.
Right. Oh,
Mayday.
Mayday, for real.
I haven't heard of him.
Same.
Oh,
But The Struggle is one of the
Recognize it.
ones I just got introduced to.
Struggle Jennings?
Yeah, Struggle Jennings, Waylon
Yeah.
Jennings' grandson,
Badass.
bro. Like
Right.
that dude. Honestly, I was biased. As soon as Robert told me it was Waylon Jennings' grandson, and I heard he was rapping, I was like, "Fuck no! There's no way you come from a country legend and you do rap and expect me to feel that shit." But then I
And
heard
did
the
it.
fucking song, bro. Black Curtains. Oh my god, dude, that dude's got talent.
That
Like,
was another one that I told Robert check this out.
he honestly, because of him, he pretty much inspired me to do my last song, Against All Odds, with Chopper. We were down in Houston. We did that in a hotel room.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Man, the very first show I went to was Yellow Wolf and Ritz. It was awesome.
Yeah, Robert was telling me he went and he didn't even know who they were until they got
that
on
was-
stage.
We were
Yeah.
on our way there. We were heading to Dallas. Robert said, "All right, man, what do you got that's Yellow Wolf and Ritz? Because I don't know what we're doing or where we're going. Because it was for my birthday.
Yeah.
I bought the tickets and he drove, paid for gas, and we were getting there. And he didn't know anything about the music, so I'm
And
like,
he told
all right,
me
check
everyone
this out.
sucked till Ritz got on.
Yeah,
And he said when Ritz got on, he said he blew it out the water. He goes, I don't know
it
who's
blew
next.
Robert's mind.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know who's next, but I hope they can top that guy. And it was Yellow Wolf. And he said Yellow Wolf did a damn good job too.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And that's been like still my best experience. It was so much fun. I remember like the crowd was just like fucking stuffed up there. People were elbowing and shit. And
See, I wish
Right.
Abilene had a support like that, you know. But
Yeah.
Abilene doesn't support their local music very much. Not like they should. You know, I mean, you get little followings, you get crowds. Some people know you, but in all honesty, if you go to like Dallas or something, their support is crazy awesome. You know what I mean? And here, people just fucking don't. I don't know if they're too broke to go to a show or what.
Yeah, I was thinking that it's weird. It's just in Abilene you can't get anything done anywhere.
No, you can't.
Anything.
We've had a lot of shows. We just brought Mo 3 down. Black Rose did that. Anyone else said they did that, they're a fucking liar. Black Rose brought Mo 3 down. Critic Mind paid for the thing. So, like, that was all us. We did that. I had to hook up a PT Event Center because I know Pablo real well. And, I mean, it was cool, man. The show was pretty dope. But, yeah, I really wish we had some more support, man, from some of these people. Because we're trying to do something. There's a lot of Abilene rappers, you know. There's a lot of people from the town, and we're trying to do something for it. And people just ain't showing love like they should, you know. Everybody would rather listen to, like, 21 Savage or Lil Yachty or whatever, and I just think it's garbage. I'm sorry, I do. I think it's fucking garbage.
It's been my experience that some of the most real music comes from local.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sell out.
Yeah, anybody that's not sold out, pretty much. Like, you're not doing stuff for just money and fame. When you're doing something because it means something to you, it has so much more of an impact. It's kind of shit you jam when you're chilling with your friends, you're in your car alone, you know.
That's why Strange Music is so good. They're an independent label,
Yeah,
and they make money, yeah, but it wasn't about making money.
yeah, it's about making music and being
Doing what
different.
you love.
You got fucking paid doing it too,
Yeah,
and it worked out. But that's how they were able to do it. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, I love all the old music.
We're here to support as much local music as we can.
Yeah,
Get it out there.
that's why I think this is dope. I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad you want to do this with other people.
Hell
That's
yeah.
cool, man. Let people get an insight of who we are and what we do.
Exactly.
You know, our thoughts and shit. That's pretty tight, man. I mean, you know me a long time, but these people don't know me. You know, I've had a real rough life. Everything I talk about's real in my songs, man. When I said it, I've done that. You know, I've been there. I've been to jail. You know, I've shot at fucking people. I've been a part of this life. You know, and it's not something I'm proud of or I want to continue. It's just facts, though. You know what I mean? I come from a real struggle. My dad killed my mama, killed himself when I was 2. You know, I was in her arms. Like, this is all real shit for me. So everything I put into my music, it's the real life thing, you know? Other people deal with these struggles, you know. Dangerous Thoughts, the actual song, you know, just what the title is also. It's a song about suicide, man. Like, being so broken and just wanting to give up and feeling like there's nothing left. But at the end of the day, you have to realize it's stupid to do that, to end yourself so short when you could be more. Everything can be changed. Every bad situation can be made better. You know, I ain't saying everything's going to be perfect, but you can make shit better. It just takes one step at a time, you know. Set a goal and strive.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And I truly believe in JB. There's a handful of people I can say I truly believe in. There's a fucking ton of people that I can say I enjoy. I like listening to their music. They're great people. But JB, I truly believe in. And I'm
I
happy to
appreciate
have you
that.
as a friend, man.
Oh, man, forever, dude. I mean, you saved me from a dog a couple times. Like, you can't get rid of me now.
Anytime.
Yeah, you fed me and saved me from a dog. We're good.
I gotta stop feeding you.
Should have happened a long time ago.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for being on the show, man.
Oh, definitely, man. Anytime you want me to come back, you know, we can definitely chop it up, talk about anything. I'm down.
And if you got anybody over there at Blackrose that wants to come be on the show, we'll hook it up.
Oh, definitely, we tag him, you know what I mean? We post this shit. I definitely get them tagged, you know. Shout out to Prime and all them. I definitely want y'all to fuck with Josh. He's got good shit. I would like other people to get into y'all's heads and see what y'all are about, too. These are good guys, man. They're all good guys.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this, and there's anybody else you know you'd like to see me get in contact with, maybe set this up, let me know and I'll try. So
Definitely.
We'll go from there. What it do?
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go take a shot.
Don't touch my tits.